from, not too far. So it's quite interesting to see all those overtakes here. And back again on the home straight. Okay, these sirens is, for me, they give me goosebumps because that just happens when you get a ticket on the street. So, but no, it's performance of them. It's very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 bikes and 3 police cars. Suzuka Police is having quite a show. Thank you very much. Now they go back to the pits. And for the 2019 AUTOBACS Super GT Round 3 Suzuka race, this will be the formation lap. The formation lap. The Super GT series is they start with the rolling start. So we have the formation lap where the machines can warm up their tires. Since the season is in the warm season already, we only have 1 formation lap. In the past we had, if it's cold, 1 more or a few additional formation laps that the cars can warm up their tires quickly. All right, so the 500 class, there's an interesting data. We have the 2 Tom's cars. The 2 Toyota, the Lexus LC500 cars in the front row, the AU and the Keeper. It didn't happen after 1999. The last time the Toms won at 1, 2, 3 podium, that was 1999. So, that was over 20 years ago. And it seems to be that it is the first pole position for a Tom's car here at Suzuka Circuit. So we will see how it turns out. Talking about Super GT, and this weekend especially, we always talk about the tires. All the different manufacturers, all the different tire makers. We have a lot of tires on this track today. So it's always interesting to see which machine with which tire is having which time, because it depends on whether you got the right temperature predicted. That's always like 2 or 3 weeks before. The teams, they select the tires for the next Super GT round, and they need to predict in advance how the track temperature might be. Usually statistics and from previous years, all the data. And they carry in the tires for that race. But sometimes it happens like today that the temperature is much, much higher than expected, which means that maybe some predictions were wrong. So they brought the wrong tires, which means that they might not last for one stint for the minimum. Or maybe just they don't warm up enough, or they just, the gradation is too speedy, or a lot of things happen. So we will see. We have been talking with all these journalists before the race, which car is having what tire. Soft tires, hard tires, or medium. And as for me, when I go to the pits and ask the drivers, they never answer the truth. All right, so here we go into the chicane. The lights of the safety cars off, and the grid board is on. We are going into the final corner. How is Nakajima, Le Mans winner, going to do the start? So it is a start for 2019 AUTOBACS Super GT Round 3 Suzuka GT 300K. 500 class Nakajima, beautiful start into the first corner. Wow, that was a whole shot, and keeper Tom's Hirakawa is pushing as well, but whoa, Nakajima has it quite on. for sure, talking about the tires, they are having slightly soft tires, I believe, and they're super in heat already, and they can run. All right, the first corner was not too messy, I guess. A beautiful start, a clean start. Then we have the 300 class starting. Green it is. Here we go. We will see the 25 car, Sato Kimiya. Is he going to make it clean into the first corner? Yes, he is. Another beautiful start for the 300 class as well. He was answering the interview before at the grid, and you could see his tension. His first time, or yeah, his start is, I think he was sweating so much, and now, beautiful start. Oh, the Subaru car. Yamauchi is the starting driver, overtaking the number 5 car, Mahashaken. P3. Subaru BRZ is always, every year in Suzuka, they're so competitive. They're having a clean and nice fight every year. They're showing it again today. All right, so I'm glad the start was pretty beautiful. Very, very nice. The number 5 car, they're always, throughout the season, from Okayama, Fuji, they are very, very good. Top position at the qualifying, however, they just can't make it in the finals. They did not finish the race once in the season. So they said yesterday, they were talking about, yes, this time we would really love to end, you know, finish, get the checkers flag, because that's what they didn't do until now. Ooh, looks like Oppi is running away. Okay. Oh, and the 34 car NSX Michigami is pushing. I heard that the NSX, the 300 NSX is super hot in the car if it's already like 30 degrees. It is obligatory to have a cooling air conditioner or a cool suit. That is a must, and it depends on the job. And the 55 NSX is overtaking too. Alright, so this is a close fight. The Audi is pushing too. Very nice performance. So since the Suzuka circuit is a very high-speed circuit, it goes up to 5.807 kilometers. We will have for the 300K today, we will have 52 laps. Not too long, it's a sprint race almost. I mean, you can see the competition here. It's so close, so close. So we're going back to the 500 class. We have the champion car. The Ray Brick is after the Motul NSX GT, the 16 car. I heard that the NSX cars, they have quite a slightly little bit problems with pickups, so we will see if that happens during the race. But for now, I think it's fine. Doing my interviews in the pits, the NSX cars, they picked slightly harder tires, which means that the Lexus cars, they have slightly softer, like medium soft tires. In comparison to that, the NSX cars, they all told me that they have slightly harder tires. We will see if that makes a difference. So talking about the tires, you don't have to change the tires, but usually you do change the tires while the pit stop. What you have to do is change the drivers, and obviously you need some fuel, so they will put gas during the pit stops. And it can happen that sometimes machines, they just, just to save time, they decide not to change tires and just go with that, if the tires can hold until the last lap. It sometimes happens in the 300 class too. However, I'm not sure if this time the tire predictions were right enough that they can do such strategy. Alright, so Yamashita is in the number 6 Wako's car. He did show some good performance during practice too. The funny thing about Yamashita is, here we have Nakajima, Le Mans winner. Ooh, he is making some gap to the following cars. Impressive. His partner who got the pole position, Sekiguchi, a good driver too. So I believe that Nakajima, he just wants to give this big margin, give it to Sekiguchi so that he can push and get the checkers flag in front. So looking at, I've been, that was braking. What was with the brakes? Was looking at the machines and the tires. It's interesting because from P1 to P8, it's all person and one Yokohama. Where did the Michelins go? Do they need a lot of time to warm up, or we will see? Maybe they have really hard tires, which, need a bit time to warm up, but they last longer. So that's all about strategy in Super GT, so it's interesting. Now we go back to the 300 class. We have the 96 car, winner of the very first opening Okayama game. Hoppy is having a gap. Sato is doing a great job. The 25, the Hoppy Hachiroka MSC, they do a lot of tricks with the strategy. The director, Takeshi Tsuchiya, he always does this strategy mind game. Usually, we say that if any team is going to do a non-changing tire strategy, it's the 25 car, which means that Sato has to care the tires. He has to do the tire management and give it to Matsui. Otherwise, it will not last until the last lap. Is he just pushing hard? Or is he doing the tire management? Unlike the 500 class and the 300, did he just do a shortcut? That was a shortcut. Roster. So, here's the straight. The first corner is a very, very good overtaking corner. But no, Roster is not, but it's still tail to nose. Yamashita, can you hold it? Or is Roster going to overtake? As we can see, we already have the 300s in front, so the 500s are overtaking. They need to overtake the 300 classes. Obviously, these are two different classes. They have different speed. It's a 300 and 500. So at one point, it comes that the 500s, they need to, just weave through, make it through a line of the 300s.